going on, guys? On this week's episode of Nerd Talk, we are talking about the Xbox Games Showcase. Welcome back, I'm your host, Abe.
And I'm Mr. Clint.
And after a 2-week little vacation, we are finally back, guys, and we are super excited to talk about all of the new games that were revealed this week at these Xbox Games Showcase. So, guys, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Let's start with the juicy one. You want to say this one off?
Alright, we're starting off with Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite. We got our first look at the gameplay for this game, which looks awesome.
Amazing.
It looks amazing, yes. God,
the
guys.
graphics on it was beyond what I thought it ever would be. And
yeah, it really was.
In the fact that I didn't believe until I saw any gameplay that it is open world.
Yes. It's not super open world, it's like the Metro Exodus style open world where there's stages of open world, which looks really cool in general because it adds a whole another dynamic here. And of course we're going to be exploring an entirely brand new Halo ring.
Yeah.
Which is just exciting in itself for Halo fans. If you guys have an Xbox and for some reason you aren't playing Halo, what?
Yeah. Something I'm excited for is the first villain we see in that trailer.
Yeah.
I
What's
think
his
he's.
name?
I don't think he said his name.
Isn't it Atriox?
No,
or
he
is it...
said he serves Atriox.
Oh, it's like his right hand man or whatever.
He's like the new Decimus.
Yeah. Anyway, or maybe it is Decimus.
No, I thought we killed Decimus.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember Halo Wars 2 right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, the Banished from Halo Wars 2 are the actual Covenant baddies in this, which again feels amazing because we already know this is the end of the saga, guys.
Another thing
and
that I'm
it feels
happy
really
about,
cool because we're. Oh, just sorry. Let me finish this real quick. Just to get this thought out, it feels really cool that we're fighting Covenant aliens on a Halo ring to end things off. It feels like we're ending where we began, and it's such a cool thing.
Anyway, there are two things that I'm happy about. First and foremost, I am so happy the Brutes are back.
Oh yeah, me too, dude. Oh yes. I was thinking about that when I was watching it. I was like, yes, Brutes.
And the other thing
has a Halo free vibe to it.
I'm happy that we don't have AI teammates to screw us up or dumb down the experience, because the entire appeal of Halo was you're a Spartan, you're a
one-man army.
Yeah,
for real. No, I 100% agree. And they showed off a lot of cool new weapons. It seems like we're gonna have a much wider arsenal than
some of the Banished weapons look awesome.
Oh yeah, for real. Just a lot of what they were showing looked great.
Actually, something that I was confused about the first time I saw it in there was the grappling hook.
Yes, dude. Oh my god. And he actually can grab things. You can just pull. He pulled in like an explosive barrel, and it shot to him, and then he literally chucks the damn barrel at an enemy.
Not like this. Literally like this.
One
like
hand,
a grenade.
Just chucked it like a grenade. That was really cool. I was excited about that because it's what it was starting to remind me of when the way he was moving around started to feel like the newer Doom games, and I was just like, ooh, I like that. I like the fluidity there.
There's one thing. It's a very big nitpick, but the Magnum. I don't like how they changed the look of the Magnum compared to how it used to be.
But it looks more like the Halo 2 Magnum.
It looks more modern.
Oh yeah, well again, like the Halo 2 Magnum. It looks a lot like the Halo 2 Magnum. I don't know.
Give me my
then again, here's
Magnum
the thing.
back.
Here's the thing, though. It looks like there's a large variety of weapons.
I was gonna say it might not just be a normal Magnum.
I don't know. That might be just one Magnum. We might see other Magnums. Who knows? Maybe we see an CE style Magnum.
Who knows? Maybe we might see Locke.
Oh.
I hope we don't. If we ever see him again, I'm going to murder him. I don't care if I fail the game.
I didn't hate him that much. Jesus Christ.
Locke sucked.
This guy is essentially every video game news site in a person form. Okay, guys? Don't be Mr. Clem. I'm just kidding. We love Mr. Clem. Alright, anyway, guys. Back to our other thing here before we go off on another tangent. So anyway, I wanted to mention really quickly that I'm wondering where we're not seeing any of Cortana or that situation at all. They made it really heavy focus on the Banished, but we know who the primary villain of this is going to be.
Yeah.
We know because if you played the last damn game, or the last 2 damn games for that matter, we know that so I'm assuming at some point the Prometheans, were they Prometheans? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Something like whatever. The people who have been the bad guys. Yeah, the Prometheans from the other games. Yeah, the Prometheans, the Forerunners, whatever. All that aside, those are gonna have to be like end game villains and stuff. I'm assuming. It'd be just really weird for them not to ignore everything they
worked with the Banished.
It sounds like they are. From that guy's from the Brute's speech, the way he was talking, it sounded like he was working with them or working under them. But I don't know. But then again, they have the Guardians, so I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys.
It's confusing.
Yeah. That's something for a later date. Also, we do know they have confirmed that they are going to be showing the multiplayer gameplay within a couple of months.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Don't forget that we're about to start August. That means September, October, November. Now I'm telling you right now, it's probably going to be late November when we see the Series X come out. Same with PS5. So, because they say holiday season just to kind of throw you off, but holiday season means anywhere from Halloween to Christmas. So, it's probably going to be in that November month because that's usually when the consoles come out.
Yeah.
Anyway, that means that's when that game's coming out. So that means they only have a couple of months to show off the multiplayer. So I'm actually surprised we haven't seen the single players yet. Because usually, of course, all of this stuff normally happens at like the end of May and the start of June, was when we usually see all these big games. However, COVID stuff, blah blah, pushed everything back, and we are where we are.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, we've spent enough time on Halo. Let's get into our next game.
How about you lead us off with this one?
Okay,
Because I don't know too much about it.
This one is what?
Stalker 2.
Stalker 2. Okay, thank you. We have a list. He's got the list. Anyway, Stalker 2. Okay, guys, you know what Stalker is. I know you guys know what Stalker is. This is an awesome Chernobyl-based survival horror game with some really, really, really weird shit that I am super excited to play this new Stalker 2. This looks really cool. They showed off a great trailer. I have had this like itch for like a Chernobyl horror game lately. Ever since I saw like in the like season 4 Modern Warfare update screen, like they have like the Chernobyl, because of course in the original call it COD 4 Modern Warfare they had a Chernobyl level. Anyway, they've been showing that in like the loading screen or whatever, and it's made me like, oh, I want to see like a zombies mode in Chernobyl, but like. I won't get into that because that's a really cool idea. I got a really cool zombies idea that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
God,
but
2020.
I hate you. No. Anyway, guys. But yeah. So look, dude. Stalker 2 looks fantastic. I'm super excited to play that. Oh, here we go. I want to mention this because this is very important. Everything we're talking about and everything we don't actually get to talk about, but that was from the Xbox Game Showcase, launches on Game Pass. That means if you guys have Game Pass, everything we're about to talk about is going to be on Game Pass when it comes out. So that's a huge deal. I mean, if you didn't already have Game Pass, which is a phenomenal program,
yeah, it is.
We already have it ourselves. Because we're both Xbox guys, you already know that. If you've been watching the series. So anyway, so yeah, all these games are going to be on Game Pass, and that's phenomenal. We're super stoked about that because that just means we get to play all these games right away. Anyway, guys, so next we'll talk about
Fable.
Yes.
Fable Reboot.
Oh my god. So they finally, after all this damn time, after many cancellations, after
many failed attempts.
yeah. Several years. Okay, guys. The reboot of Fable is happening. It's a thing. It's happening.
Yeah,
finally.
I remember one of the failed attempts. It was the Fable Connect game. I tried to play it.
I didn't even know that existed. That's
it did.
Probably how bad it was.
It was disgusting.
Anyway, guys. So, look, Fable is a huge series. Everybody's been waiting for Fable 4 forever. This is essentially your Fable 4, or basically just Fable Reboot in general.
Yeah.
So, yes, we're getting a new Fable game. No, we don't know when it's coming out. All we know is that it's being made by Playground Games. Awesome. Stoked. That's great. That was a great way to end off the showcase. That was an awesome little end cap. That was awesome. We were so excited about playing that again, too. Alright, what was next?
The Medium.
The Medium. Oh, this is a game that I'm actually really excited about. This game looks like a cross between, or like it looks like it's like the sister or cousin of
like a
Stranger Things and Silent Hill.
Yeah, that's
like you
right.
take those two games, and then like this is something that like feels a lot like those. You have these two different like parallel universes, and it's super survival horror, and you get to like they have some really cool mechanic where you're gonna be able to see your character
in two different dimensions.
Yeah, in two different dimensions at the same time, and you're gonna play like that. And I don't know if that's gonna be the whole game, but they looked really cool. Anyway, like this game looks really cool. I am excited. It kind of scratches that survival horror itch. I will say this, there's a lot of survival horror-esque stuff that they showed off today, which sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I like that they did that, because that's something I like to play.
Yeah, he's bigger into survival horror than I am, but
survival
I
horror and FPS is my thing, right there, right, guys. You guys know that, or you should know that. I also am into hybrid RPGs, so
yeah.
And what I mean by hybrid RPGs is like stuff like Fallout, In the Outer Worlds, and games like that. Which actually brings us to another one that is from Obsidian. This is Avowed. Obsidian showed off a new game called Avowed. This looks like
almost like a
darker
Skyrim,
like a darker Skyrim kind of thing. It looks really cool, and I'm sure it'll be more Obsidian-esque. It's medieval. It looks really dark and kind of like there's some wicked magic stuff, and we didn't get to see. We didn't get to see gameplay. It was more of a reveal trailer, a world premiere trailer, I should say.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool. That I'll say.
Yeah.
All right. You want to introduce the next one, or do you have something else to say?
Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts 2, guys. Yes. This is awesome, and it's going to be an Xbox exclusive, guys. That's amazing. You know what? My fondest memories of being a kid and having the first Xbox is playing Psychonauts, the original. God, this was such a fun game, guys. I know you guys remember it because everybody is excited about Psychonauts 2.
Well, he got mad at me earlier because I had never heard of Psychonauts, and that's because the first time I'd ever played an Xbox game or seen an Xbox game was on the 360.
Actually, that's not true. You played Shrek 2.
Oh,
you remember that?
2.
You remember
That's
that?
right.
That was on the original Xbox.
And
and the only reason I can tell you guys that for sure is because I've known him since he was a little. And I'm the reason he plays Xbox. Just so you guys know. Yes, so when I was a little kid, he was a little baby kid, and I taught him how to play Xbox, and he got into Halo because of me. And
I also learned about Dead Rising because of you when I was like 5.
Oops.
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing. Oh, fair enough. Anyway, guys, so Psychonauts 2 looks amazing. They showed off a new trailer with Jack Black in it, which was really cool. He was singing this song. It was really funny. It still looks just as weird, wild, and absolutely quirky as the original, so that is awesome. And anyway, guys, that's Psychonauts 2. Let's keep going. There's so many games to talk about here.
So this one you brought up to me, which I was a little confused about, is a possible Forza reboot.
Yeah, okay, so guys, so obviously they showed off the new Forza game because they're showing off the new technology for the Series X and blah 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 stuff that nobody's interested in. No. Anyway, basically they were showing off the fact that they were doing a new Forza game because every new Xbox has a new Forza game. It's just kind of I think they're on their 9th. I think it's at 9. I can't remember. I know Horizon is on 4.
Yeah. Wait, I thought Horizon was on 5 now.
No. The 4 is the current version. If they make another one, it'll be 5. But Horizon 4 is the most current one, and that we'll talk about that again in a second. But anyway, they showed off a new Forza, but they didn't put a number next to it.
It was just
they
Forza
just called
Motorsport.
Yeah, just Forza Motorsport. I will say this: the graphics do look absolutely unbelievable. But of course, in all of the Forza games and all the racing games in general, they have a lot less to worry about. Like, they don't have to worry about character assets or look and style of certain things. They just their sole goal is to make realistic looking cars, realistic looking tracks, and just take the engine as high up as they physically can. And obviously, in this trailer, it was rendered in engine, so it's obviously going to look really, really ridiculously good. That's something we could always say nice about Forza, even if you're not a Forza fan.
Honestly, that's what we can say about the next-gen consoles compared to what we have right now.
Oh yeah, obviously. Alright, so anyway, what's next on the list?
State of Decay 3.
State of Decay 3, guys! Okay, so another big sequel announcement, of course.
The State of Decay games were pretty fun. I played a little bit of 1 and a little bit of 2. I never really got too deep into them, though.
Right.
Just wasn't my style.
Yeah, fair enough. I actually never got to really play them. However, I've seen lots and lots of other people play them, and I know that they are great games, and they are huge games. They've sold really well, and they do really well. And they're apparently very, very fun games to play. And of course, this trailer shows off some really cool stuff. It showed off this woman in the woods, and it's like a snowy environment, and you get to see this like
zombie moose deer
kind of thing. Eating another animal's corpse, and it looks really gruesome, and it's like, oh yeah, that looks cool. I was like, oh yeah, that looks cool. I didn't even know what the game was, and I was like, yeah, this looks cool, whatever it is, I'm on board. So that's always a good thing when a trailer makes you say that. So, so there wasn't like a lot of information on that, it was just the fact that there is State of Decay 3 coming out. So guys, I hope you're excited about that one. What do we got next?
Our next thing is Warhammer 40k Darktide.
Darktide. Okay, so I didn't know this until just after, but which, by the way, I wanted to say the trailer gave me very like hardcore like classic Aliens movie vibes. So it was like it's obviously all set in like a the space kind of thing, and it's Warhammer 40k. It's like that, but it's set in like it's just got the creepy survival horror vibes in there again.
It's gonna be just like
so it's essentially if you've played Vermintide, it's the exact same people making the exact same game, but
in
Warhammer 40k. So Darktide is so that's why it has Tide in the name of it, of course. So if you guys are interested in that, that'll be a really cool game.
I love Vermintide. That was actually really fun, so I can't wait for it.
That is a launch exclusive, so that's gonna be out when the console launches. Yep. So, all right. Anyway, next on the list.
Everwild.
Everwild. Okay, so this is from Rare. If you guys know who Rare is, they have made countless classic games over the years. They're a huge publisher or developer / obviously games. Xbox Game Studios is the publisher, but so they're a huge developer, is what I'm saying essentially. And they're making a new game called Everwild. It's a very stylistic fantasy adventure game. So it looks cool. It doesn't look too bad. I'm not huge into the fantasy adventure stuff, but if you guys are into that, this is one I definitely check out because it seems like it has a really cool concept. It kind of reminded me of like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like that's kind of has some of those vibes in it. It's not like it's not like super like like waterbenders and blah. It's not like that, but it has those vibes to it, and it's got a very like cartoony kind of like stylistic graphics is what I'm saying. So it looks cool. It looks cool.
It'd be something that I think me and you would have fun watching other people play.
Probably. But yeah, anyway, guys. So Everwild, that's a cool one to check out.
And the final game, for new game on the list is Tell Me Why.
Tell Me Why. Okay, so this is really cool, and I wanted to just say a couple of things here, because there was a couple of other games here that kind of fall into this category that I didn't mention, that we probably won't mention here because there was so many things that they actually revealed today.
Yeah, there was like 22 of them, right?
There was 22, but then there was like 10 more, so it was like 30 or 40 something games that they showed today. So obviously it was a lot. It was like almost an hour and a half, 2 hours.
I didn't watch that thing. I just know what he's been telling me, what I've done some research on.
Yeah, so see, I didn't get to watch the actual showcase, but that's okay because we filled them in on most of it already. But anyway, so this game is a narrative-driven experience. It's one of those like, definitely not like a Telltale game. It looks like it might be something different, but it's very, very story-focused.
Yeah.
And it's about these two characters, and they get into this. Basically it's like a brother and a sister, and they reunite after all these years. And apparently the mother almost in the like flashbacks they keep bringing up, the mom almost killed the brother of the two kids. And so you have to figure out this whole crazy story why, and they start having these weird premonitions and things, and it might lead into some kind of weird fictional world that's kind of starting to build up. So it seems really cool. It's a very, very heavy story-driven stuff. Now, people have been complaining that we haven't had many story-driven games on Xbox in a while. Obviously, they listened because there are several games that from this showcase that were very, very story-focused. I was very impressed because I'm a huge guy who love story-focused games. I love to watch them. I love to play them. I'm just a big fan of story-focused games. I think they're great, and it's just great to see a lot of that within this showcase. So that was exciting to see that. So there's Tell Me Why, which is this game. That's why I put it on the list. And then there was a couple of other ones, like I think Dusk Falls. There was a couple of other ones, and then, again, I apologize for not knowing all of the names of all of them, but there was a lot of stuff they showed off. So yeah, check out the actual game showcase if you guys haven't already, because you'll be able to see everything that was revealed. And it was pretty well put together. It's very simple, very straightforward, and it's just about the games, which is great. I really appreciated that. Alright, so, the last thing on our list here is we wanted to talk just briefly about the fact that a lot of games are being updated
on the Series X.
The Series X. And what we're talking about updated, we're talking about not just like an enhanced version. They're like literally being like almost remastered.
Yeah.
And put on there. There's going to be some new games that have new content. Sony is doing the same thing, like with Spider-Man. Spider-Man is getting some new content, and it's getting fully remastered over there. GTA 5 is being remastered for both the Series X and the PlayStation 5, which that's a huge game. That's also getting a massive expansion to its world, and so on and so forth. And lots of stuff. So a lot of games that are on this list too. So.
I haven't been paying attention to this because I haven't really cared too much. Have we gotten anything about GTA 6?
No, we haven't gotten anything about GTA 6. I don't know. I assume... well, how long ago did Red Dead Redemption 2 come out? So that's what I'm saying. Like, what, 2 years now?
Yeah, about two
I would assume
years.
We probably won't hear anything about GTA 6 for another year or two. That is my assumption, because they're much like Bethesda with their main core games. They take as much time as they honestly feel they need on these games. And let's just be honest, it's Rockstar. Have they put out a bad game in the last 2 decades? No, they haven't. No. Let's just be honest here, guys. So of course, of course we're getting a GTA 5 upgraded version on the new consoles. But there's also stuff like they talked about, like Destiny. Destiny 2 is getting a big upgrade on Series X, plus their new expansions coming out around the same time that the Series X is coming out, so you'll be able to play that right away on the Series X with the upgraded version of Destiny. which Destiny 2 is also going to be on Game Pass. It's going to be added to Game Pass. So if you guys have not played Destiny or Destiny 2, you can get in and play all the games now. Of course, there's going to be the you know, it is an online service game, so you're going to have that, like, you know, that missing experience of playing it from here to here. But
honestly, you don't even need to. The fact that Destiny 2 is coming to Game Pass doesn't matter because it's already free.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah, it's been free for a while.
On what?
At least on Xbox, it's been free for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would they be adding it? I don't know. That's a whole other discussion, guys. That's something we need to talk about off camera, not on camera. Come on. Keep it together, Mr. Clinton. God. Anyway, guys, what were we talking about? We were talking about Destiny being upgraded. But, just games being upgraded. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anything else right off the top of my head, but...
Neither can I.
But yeah, so...
I just hope that Doom 2016 gets an upgrade as well, because I feel like that game could have a few small upgrades. It doesn't need to be upgraded much.
Okay, that's an interesting one. I never would have thought of that. But yeah, I think most of the games that are getting upgraded are games that are like service games. So games of service, you know, like GTA and Destiny. The only one that I've seen that isn't is Ori, Will of the Wisps, which is the newest Ori, which is a huge franchise on Xbox. It's a very indie platformer. But they're getting a really massive upgrade to that game where they're like rebuilding the frame rates and everything, and just cranking it up and letting that game just breathe and have fun. They like redid the audio and everything for it too. They were talking about it in the showcase. That's the only reason I know any of this. But anyway, it looks cool. It looks like it's gonna be good. Anyway, guys, that's the Xbox Game Showcase. That's all we can talk about today because we're already running really high on our our time limit.
Yep.
But I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, on to our joke segment. Okay, guys, on to our joke segment. Today is raunchy pickup lines. Oh, God, here we go. Okay, go ahead and read the first one.
Is your name Winner? Because you'll be coming soon.
Oh, my God. I could have called heaven and asked for an angel, but I was hoping for a sled instead.
Oh my God. Can you do telekinesis? Because you've made a part of me move without even touching it.
That's bad. One of my friends told me girls hate oral. Do you want to help me prove him wrong?
Oh my God.
Dear God.
Are you a drill sergeant? Because you have my private standing at attention.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh. I can't read this one.
Do you want me to read it?
No. Hold on. Your breasts remind me of Mount Rushmore. My face should be among them.
Do you like to draw? Because I put the D in raw.
Oh, ooh, that's not right. Oh my God. We'll just go to 10 here. Want to see if you can add has an awesome gag reflex to your resume?
Oh my God.
Oh, these are bad.
Do you want to commit a sin for your next confessional?
Wow. Oh God.
What?
The FBI wants to steal my penis. Can I hide it inside you?
Oh my God. Why does the FBI want it?
we may never know. Alright guys, that's the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed this hilarious raunchy pickup lines. And if you didn't, that's okay too. Complain about it down in the comments section. Give us a like, and if you want to, please subscribe to the channel for more new episodes of Nerd Talk coming every week on Friday nights. We will see you guys again next week. I've been Abe.
And I'm Mr. Clent.
And we'll see you next time.